So hello growers. Some of you might be wondering where my obsession with plants and gardening comes from. Well, this is an obsession that stems from just a place of just needing an outlet. It was in my obsession with plants where I started to discover a love and a passion that I really could not explain. So a lot of the times, if you think about a plant or you think about particularly roses, there is a lot of memories that we can attach to plants. Particularly, we attach roses to the memory of the people that we have either lost or who are no longer in our lives. But it's almost as though they are around when we look at their favorite plant or when we look at their favorite roses. For instance, when I look at red roses remind me of my late dad. They remind me of my late dad in a sense that he used to love them, and every single time I look at one of those, at any rose that is red, it just pulls me back to that love that he had for these plants. If you've ever been given a plant in a way of a memory, you will know how much you cherish that plant. So my passion really is to get people to look at gardening very differently. We associate gardening with old people. We think it's something that only old people do, but it is not. Actually, gardening, it's so therapeutic. It's quite deep, actually. You get to understand that people are like plants, really. We are so different. We are so different in so many ways, yet we make everything look beautiful. We make the world look better. We make the world look beautiful. And I think that's exactly the same thing. It's like a garden is like my world, and every single individual plants make this world look as beautiful as it is. Incredible plants. And you can get them in so many varieties as well. So many. I love aces or Japanese maples. I absolutely am in love with Japanese maples. And I also love to grow my own food. I like to grow garlic. I like to grow onions. I like to grow spinach. I like to grow all those things which I can eat. So if you attach a very significant memory of your life to a plant, that plant will outlive that memory, and every single time you look at that plant will remind the people around you or the people that you love as to what that memory is. And then so I think that it's such a cool idea that if you have a significant event in your life, no matter what that event is, mark it with a plant, mark it with a rose, mark it with a plant that will come back every year, that it will grow bigger and bigger. Mark it with a plant that will probably outlive you, but it will outlive you in a way of a physical body, but it's going to live forever in a sense that every single person who looks at that plant, it will remind them of you, and it will remind them of that memory with you. So that's why you should keep plants. I propagated them all from that.
Wow.
From that one there. So it's an incredibly, like you find. The other thing I love, I always talk about, especially on my social media platforms, is that try growing your own. Growing your own is so easy. A lot of people have got this misconception with gardening. They think that you must have a massive garden or you must have loads and loads of land in order for you to have a garden that you can enjoy, especially a garden that you can grow food on. But that is just simply a misconception. It's a myth. You don't need a lot of space. You can grow food in containers. You can grow beans in containers. You can grow tomatoes in containers. Pretty much everything that you can grow on the ground, you can also grow in the container if you make enough room for it, or if you get a bigger container, depending on what it is. I think if you haven't got space, one of the best things you could do is just get pots. A lot of garden centers, they do a recycling corner where you can go and just get free pots of all kinds of sizes, big, small, and you can start just growing different vegetables, different sorts of stuff that you can eat. So this is why I love gardening. It just provides you with all these things. It provides you with food. It provides you with memories. It attaches those memories to something. And number three, I love gardening because of it is a way to unwind. It is a way to chill. It is a way to rest. Gardening is the only thing that when I do, I don't think about anything else but it. It allows me to be in a moment. It allows me to be in a moment more than any other thing I've ever experienced. And it's very difficult for me to be in the moment. And it also helps with mental health as well. It helps me with my mental being. It helps me, it just makes me aware of how much I need to put time and effort and emphasis towards my own wellness, and I cannot recommend gardening highly. And I think gardening should be something that doctors prescribe as a way of dealing with mental health and being able to be present, because of it is absolutely mesmerizing, and it will just take all of your attention and put it just in that one moment. Not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, but thinking about that one moment that is so meaningful. So my heart is this: try growing something. Try growing a tomato, try grow a plant, and if you do not know where else to go, just start by buying a rose that you love, a rose that has a good scent, and a rose that brings you joy, and watch it grow and watch it grow, and then it will outlive you. And every time people look at that rose, they will always associate it with you and with the memory that they have of you with. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. There you are.